Nigel Cecil, calling things out as you like it, especially for his fair-minded friends.
Hello, Chakabatis. Thank you for joining me, moi, Nigel Cecil, entertainment entrepreneur, here with a little bit of info entertainment that's usually loosely aligned with show business matters across the United Kingdom, and also occasionally Equity, the trade union for professional actors, variety entertainers and other creatives. And my fair-minded equitable friends get in touch, and so do some others sometimes, and suggest topics that Nigel and moi might like to comment on. And this particular time, well, we're going to be mentioning, as you see on the screen behind, top down, bottom up, and also the Right Honourable the Lord John Hendy KC, who in 2011, the Lawyer magazine referred to Lord John Hendy as the barrister champion of the trade union movement. Now, why are we going to mention Lord John Hendy KC? Well, it's all about top down, bottom up, and something Lord John said at the Conference of Equity earlier this year. But first, let's turn the clock back to what moi I said back in April. I think April, was it? Yes, 2.5 years ago, 2021. Top down, bottom up. And that's exactly what what, Hillary? Oh, I apologise. Hillary's actually reminded me we've got a T-shirt to demonstrate it. So let's go. Off with the change of clothes.
Top down, bottom up. Bottom up, top down.
Nigel's back with a T-shirt and cap that reflect the mantra, top down, bottom up. Now, how has this happened? Why am I talking about it? It's because some friends in Equity have been in touch with Nigel and said, Nigel, what's your opinion about top down? Because we actually think, as members of Equity, that over the last 15 years or more, Equity has become too much of a top-down organisation. Now, you might say, what does that mean? Top down, bottom up. Well, those words refer to two types of structure generally accepted as having dominance within an organisation. They refer to management and communication and consultation with the members. Now, the top down is where the leadership, well, they actually have their beliefs that it's so important we have to get them done. So top down is we'll lead, you follow, or get out of the way. We want to get on with the job. Whereas the bottom up is where the members say, oi, don't forget us. Without our subscriptions, you won't exist. You need our money, so you have to acknowledge that we are here. And the leadership in the bottom-up situation, therefore, knows that their responsibility is to the whole membership. And they never forget that. They seek ways of engaging the membership. Top down, bottom up. Why are we talking about it? Well, we were talking about it clearly in April 2021. So what's raised the topic now? Well, that's because some of my fair-minded friends were there when an Equity member at the representative conference earlier this year took the opportunity to ask Lord John Hendy KC a question. Lord John, if you have a trade union where everyone has different opinions, and whilst they all may be united together in trying to get the best for members in the workplace and also sole traders, politically they might have different aspirations and objectives. So how would you try and involve everyone within the trade union? And I think it's fair to say that Lord John said, well, they wouldn't normally answer a question like that, but as everyone was together, why not? And so very kindly, they expressed a view. And they said that in any organisation like a trade union, to be relevant to everyone, it really should be a bottom-up organisation where those at the bottom were feeling as though they were involved and valued. And of course, that's what I've been saying all along. It shouldn't be top down, it should be bottom up. And apparently, my fair-minded friends recently have said, Nigel, equity is becoming more and more like a top-down organisation, where we are being told what we should be campaigning for, we are being told what our priorities are, we are being told what our political views should be, almost, well, this is what's accepted, and we're feeling as though, well, it's not bottom up at all. And the thing that raised it this particular time is something called the World Transform Festival that takes place alongside the Labour Party conference being held in Liverpool in October. Now, it's a 4-day festival, is this correct, Hilary, that's billed as a festival of radical politics, art and music. And you may care to look at their website. But Equity sent an email to the members, and some members apparently didn't receive it. Well, who knows? Could be in the spam box. Well, yes, Hilary. But it invited new and newly enthused members to apply for consideration of being able to attend as Equity's delegation to this 4-day festival of the world transformed. And you had to fill in a form. And Equity members said, well, my fair-minded friends, who decides? Who decides who has got the correct credentials to attend? It's presumably those at the top. But have they taken into account the view of those at the bottom? Because after all, it's spending members' money. Indeed. Let's just have a quick look at some of the captions, shall we? Yes, what, you got yours from a counsellor? Well, anyway, here's a few captions. Jugabouties, some captions there, kind of associated with the email that went out to Equity members, inviting an expression of interest if they'd like to be considered as part of the Equity group being funded to attend the World Transform Festival. But that in itself, my fair-minded friends have pointed out, was an activist test. Why? Because the email in this particular instance was sent out on the evening of the 5th of September, and you only had until the evening of the 10th of September to respond. So if you were working in theatre or in television, or you had gigs in the clubs, unless you were focused on Equity 24/7, you may well have missed that email, or maybe not even had time to respond. So, an activist test before your very eyes. But now that leaves us again with the question. In deciding whose expression of interest is of more credible value than anyone else, that's going to be decided presumably by those at the top. And they've not actually published to anybody what their criteria are. Which leaves my fair-minded friends to say, Nigel, Equity now clearly has become an organisation that is top down and not bottom up. Now, do you agree with that assessment? Please let me know by getting in touch, and we'll report back in another video later. And as for being an activist, what? Hilary said, we've got time for a joke-a-rooney. Joke-a-rooney time, chuckabutties. And regular viewers will know that Hilary always endeavours to choose a topic that's related to the current video. So, what have you got for me, Hilary? It's down here waiting, is it? There, let's see. What? I think you'll explain. What goes down but doesn't come up? Well, that's kind of related, isn't it? Top down, bottom up. What goes down but doesn't come up? Are you ready for this one? I think I am, Hilary. An equity yo. An equity yo? Oh, you're doing that, Hillary. Aha, I understand. An equity yo. Yo. A yo-yo. Equity doesn't have the yo. All right, an equity yo. And to everyone else, I think I'd better say, please join me again. Strawberries and love and equity yo, 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 yo.